Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Donahue coming to you from the English office. This is today's video is a review of what you should have learned last year. This is a review of how to open an essay. So, in other words, your introductory paragraph. The picture you see in front of you right now is an upside down triangle. Think of your introductory paragraph in this way. You start with a general sentence, then you get more specific, then you get to your thesis statement. We'll go over what this would look like. Okay, so the model in red, sentence one should be a general statement, one that is true in most cases. After you've read a story or a novel or a play and you've decided what you think the theme is, you write a sentence that is general about that theme. The question, of course, is why do you do that? You do that so that you appeal to the most readers that you possibly can. You don't start your paragraph off with I read a story or in the story or in the novel, because then you're cutting people off who haven't read that novel. The second sentence is one in which you should ask that first sentence why? Why is it true? Why is sentence one true? The question again for sentence two is why do you have to answer that? Because you want to, for your reader, define what you think the theme is. And sentence three or four or five, depending on how complex your thesis is, should be your thesis, your hook. That you ask the question, so what? If you can answer the question, so what you'll make the reader care about your ideas. That's the point of sentences of your thesis, three, four, or five. The rest of the intro paragraph, you identify the piece or pieces of literature that you're writing about, and you introduce some of the evidence that you'll be looking at. It should look like this. Now, this is a paragraph that I wrote following that model. Everything's color coded. I'm using the Cask of Amontillado, which most of you read last year in grade 9. One of the themes that I identify in that is the need to confess. So my general sentence is the need to confess wrongdoing may be part of the human condition, right? That's a nice general sentence. It refers to all humans. This is true because sentence two, I always want you to start sentence two with this is true because. That's the most clear and the quickest way to answer the question why. It's true. Why? Because this is true because if one holds in their sins, they may cost them their peace of mind. I don't know, maybe that's true in the story. Maybe Montresor is crazy at the end when he's confessing to the readers. Maybe not. My hook here, I'm using two or three sentences. I'm not just using one. I want to hook the reader in. I want to make them care about what I'm writing about. So often people feel the need to confess. This may be to ask for forgiveness, or it may be self serving. Only the listener can judge the person making a confession. Then in black is the material I'm going to explore. This idea can be explored in the short story The Cask of Amontillado by Edgar Allan Poe. Always the title of the piece, whether it's an essay, short story, poem, and the writer. In this story, the speaker, Montresor, confesses to the murder of his enemy Fortunato to the readers. He tricks his victim, during a carnival, into following him into his family vaults. It is there that Montresor buries Fortunato alive. It is oh boy. There. Fix up my grammar right for you. Buried. It's going to tell me. No. Stick with me. Eh, It is up to the readers, that's us, to decide whether or not Montresor is truly worthy of forgiveness, right? Montresor is confessing his crime to us, to the readers, whoever's reading the story. And by the end, when he says, rest in peace, it's been 50 years, we have to decide whether or not he really means it. That would be the whole essay. But this is just the intro. So we're going to work on that after the summer reading test. We're going to work on that tomorrow. We're going to work on that for most of the first quarter.